The tutorial you are now watching has been part of a mega tutorial. In case you hear any reference to that, this is why. But now, without further ado, let's get going with this tutorial. Right, next up we have slides or flumes on our list. Now, this tutorial will receive an update in the near future, and there will be a link to the top right with an updated video, because Frontier is going to update the slides as they have just announced, and so they will receive actual physics, and this may change a little bit about this tutorial. If so, I'm gonna put a little description to the top right now. However, we are going to look at flumes, and as in every menu, you will have a menu pop up over here with a couple of blueprints, and this is exactly what we're going to start with. We are going to have a couple of blueprints here that we're going to plop down just for getting a little bit of an idea how flumes work. So we're going to bring this all the way up here so they can all be like this is not going to be very, it's not going to be very you know, easy, but I'm gonna do this here. This is a bit too shallow over here, but whatever. For the sake of the tutorial, that should be fine. You shouldn't do that because obviously people wouldn't be too happy crashing onto the ground. Nevertheless, we're going to put also like a bigger one in. We're just gonna go here. So we're going to plop this one all the way onto here. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna move this thing all the way over and just rotate this a little more so that we can also just kind of have this pump covered later on. So this is kind of cool, just bringing that over. And you should also make sure that, you know, people need to have a way to walk around still. So I'm going to plop this one here. This hill will still remain the one where I'm going to build this. Now, just for the sake of understanding how that works. So the flume comes with a platform, and the platform will then have access points where you can plop on a wonderful flume. You will also have a staircase that goes all the way down to the nearest foundation that you can have, as you can see over here. And then you can just simply go with path and then use the queue or a normal path. It doesn't matter. You can connect both to it. So I'm gonna just do a little queue here. This already connects the slide, and the only thing that changes is once you put a queue in, people can actually properly queue over here. But as you know, and the way how the game works now is a bit differently, so you could also use the actual path if you fancy doing so, because this would then make sure that people do queue still, and they also queue on the staircase. So a lot of queue options here. Now, you've seen this this slide over here comes with a different format. This is a bigger one, and you can see this is where people sit in one singular inflatable ring. So they will go down with the ring. The ring will then disappear once they're in the water. You can test those things, and I'm gonna hit test and hit P for play, and then you can see the little ride goes all the way down here. We just do see this eventually, and while you see that, you can also tell why this game absolutely needs some physics. You'll see that over here. This is very clunky, and once we click on it again, and you will see we're gonna do one more test. There you can see it. There's really not that much going on, like very much is weird going from left to right, but they look good. I'm not gonna lie, they really look fantastic. And here you go, popping into the water, which all looks very, very decent. So yeah, this is the way you plop them down as wonderful blueprints. Nothing too crazy to understand about that, just plopping them down. You will need to have to test them before you can open them. I cannot open this because the checklist is not complete. I need to connect an entrance path to it. So clicking on here will bring up a path, and then you can just do what I was just doing over there. You can also plop this one down into this path if you want to, just like so. And then they have all to move around here. Sometimes it makes sense to just guide the people in a different way. I also want to make the entrance for this slide go here. So this is exactly what we do. We are going to build another flume now on top of this one, because that's the easiest way to showcase how it's built. So if you don't want to go back onto these ones over here, you can create a new flume. And at the moment we have 7 different types in. We've got the body flume, we've got the body slide, we've got the body slide wide, we've got the double inner tube flume, we've got the inner tube flume, we've got the matte flume, and we've got a raft flume. We are going to build the biggest of them all, the raft flume, because it does come with a couple of extra things. You can also see there is a way of inverting. There's one slide that can actually, not completely invert, but it has this like semi-loop, you know, that you can build, like this sideways loop. And once you place one yourself, you will see there is the platform that you can build. You can either move this with shift or control around the axis, or as always, you can bring up the advanced move tool with X, and then you have the platform. Depending on how big your platform is, the more access points you can create. So what you can do is you're just gonna plop this here, and once you want to have more to it, you just click it next to it, and then the whole platform gets connected. Sometimes there is a trick, just to showcase, that when you have a platform, we're gonna test this if the trick still works. If you have a platform that goes slightly higher than this, a little bit like so, you can build this. Sometimes you can build this at some point. There you go. Sometimes this will be a platform that also allows to be used from just one entrance. We're going to test this later on, but we're going to first of all start the whole slide over here. You see this is the entrance point. If I revert that and I'm going to create a flume again, the game just wants me, if I go for the rough room again, to build a platform again, but you can just go here to the starting point, then select the starting point, and now you're good to go to an existing platform. You could now also go over and try to put it on this platform over here, but there is not enough space, so you can't put that here. Do we have enough space over here? Yeah, we would have enough space to connect this on this one too, but we don't want to. We want to have it here, so we're going to plop this on the side here. Now, once you've done this, you can see you're greeted with a couple of elements. We do have the open flume, a enclosed flume, a high slide flume to one side, to the other side. We've got a transparent one, and we've got a transparent pipe. This is mostly the same with all the slides. We've got some specials. We're going to look at them real quick. We've got this orb right, orb left. We've got an oscillator, which is kind of interesting thing, but it will be more fun once we've got actual physics, I guess. So this one works in both ways, and it has a semi-open version and a fully enclosed version. Then we have got a half pipe that works like this. Obviously it wouldn't work over here. And then we've got this a big bowl that is actually working as a bowl, either like this, or you can have this as an end piece as well. Then we have this kind of plant trap or so. You can really see how the game is having this is a bit of an odd one. You can already see the track that the raft will follow, which is not really realistic, but that's not the point of the tutorial. You can just place it down and you don't need to focus on the physics of it. Left and right does work both, and then you have this absolutely weird, crazy funnel thingy, which obviously works only with a lot of speed going into it. My god, that is hilariously big. You can rotate this in both sides, as you can tell. And then we've also got this one as an enclosed version on both sides. And we also have utilities. That is an uphill water jet, which is exactly what we are starting with. Once you place this down, you then have the ability to go up a little, like this. And then you can go straight again. And from here, you could also go back into this stuff. And then we also have the end pieces, as I was talking about. But these end pieces, I think we are going to actually use. Oh my lord, is that like this is the end then? Oh my god, I think we're gonna use this one just for the sake of doing it. This is rather ridiculous. We're gonna put this here. But yeah, so as you can tell, there is a lot going on. How much of a height difference is that? Okay, we need to keep in mind that this is the height difference. A couple of end pieces. You have an open bowl and a enclosed bowl, and this is almost the same with all the slides. You know, they they come with a different version, and then you can obviously build the slide like this. Again, there is not really much to know about this other than that you can now build a slide. As I built this intentionally wrong right now, you will see that there is no need to properly look at physics right now. I do hope, again, that I will have to update this wonderful tutorial at some point, because this over here would be a massive problem. But I'm gonna do this real quick to just show you something, because again, just like all the other rides in this game, and we will be talking about this with the coasters as well in a bit, you can go to the edit mode, and then if you fancy changing this to have this a bit more smoothed out, you can exactly do this. You can go to smooth, but also I'm not sure why it doesn't do this right now, but let's see if I can smooth it now. It doesn't want me to smooth it. Okay, this is interesting because I feel like, well, you can still then just get rid of these things and then get rid of a piece more. And now, if you place this down and you rotate this a bit nicer, there should at some point be the chance to auto-connect those two. And then this will be, there you go. And you can see, confirm that. And you have a way better slide over here. Now, let's select all of them and smooth this a bit. Okay, well, we actually smooth the turn? Yeah, we can smooth at least the turn. Sometimes the all doesn't work. You can also smooth the height. So that is nicer. And now we can also do this with this one. Smooth the height. And smooth the banking is ridiculous because we don't have, but we can smooth the turn. And sometimes it does some good things, sometimes, as over here, they didn't. Now, this is how you build a flume. There is really not that much more to know about. If I would continue now to build this properly, you can also add like a glass piece if you want to. And I'll also, we can also change the length. And now this is interesting. Once I go through this central pillar, you should try to avoid that because it destroys mostly the way the pillars work. It's a bit of an odd one that it doesn't get rid of this one. So let's fix that by building around this thing actually. Okay, it still creates these things even though we go around. So let's see if we can get rid of this problem by just building a longer piece that goes a little bit more down. Yeah, that works. Okay, so this fixes the issue I had. And now we can, okay, well, that doesn't fix the issue. It's a bit random sometimes, and I do admit that I don't like this. So I'm gonna try to just go to the edit mode and get rid of these pieces over here. Whoops, hold on. There you go, delete them, and we're gonna go in this direction to not cause major damage with these things. I wanna go back to the normal piece, and then you can also go a little bit upwards once you have enough speed. So there is a way of doing this. You don't need to, you know, always have the speed up thing, but if you go way higher than your speed allows, you obviously need to have the speed trap. So for now, as we wanted to use this hilarious end piece over here, we need to find a way. Okay, the height is actually not correct, so we need to go a bit higher. So let's do a little turn over here and bring this whole thing up a little bit more. Again, I have no idea how high we need to be, so let's just try to do that again. Okay, we are we are almost there. As we want to go here, we're just going to build another turn, which is that one, make it a bit longer, and we're just going to test click the whole time until we have it. Okay, so that direction doesn't work. We need to tilt that a lot more over to the other side. So let's actually do this. And then I wonder why there you go. Look at that. This is almost, okay, well, this is not perfect because we are not quite there yet. But knowing that this was the right direction, we can actually get it higher up and build one more piece and shorten that. And let's have a look if we are, okay, we are almost there. This, honestly, I think it's almost easier now to adjust the pool rather than keeping that this way. Okay, we're gonna not test this, but we're gonna take this guy and bring this over. And what we're gonna do over here, we are just going to quickly adjust the pool. We go to, wait, swimming is okay. And then we're just gonna focus this area here on making the pool go like so, that they just splash in with the raft, so to say, and we're gonna do a little bit more of the depths that we need over here. Yeah, that's kind of okay. And then obviously we need to get rid of some of the foliage below. It's way too complicated to click them individually. You will not be able because the slide is in the way. So what you got to do is go to demolish, and then you won't have everything. You make this smaller, you make this smaller, and then you just say, in this sense, scenery, because of all the things you want, and then just get rid of it, okay? That's the easy way of doing this. Now it should be cleaned in the middle. Not quite. So let's go back to that one. And here you go. See, that's awesome. So we've built this very crazy thing, to be honest. I mean, I don't even know if I don't even know if we've got enough power to get big into that, but we're gonna test this real quick, and then we will know if this works. So what we're gonna do, we click on the raft flume, and then we say test the ride. First of all, let's place the entrance so we can quickly connect that later. See, this is one of the issues sometimes. If you have a mountain below, it will not let you build the whole stair downstairs, because why would it? And if you want to have if you don't want to have a stair at all, you click Control once, and then you build the normal gate. This is what I want to do over here. And this will now create this gate for you. And as soon as you build downstairs normally, that'll be looking fine. So one thing I want to do before I test this thing, I want to see if we can, first of all, we're going to edit this one. Hello, there you go. And I want to see if these pieces, can I increase the speed that we go in with? Acceleration rate, let's plump that way up. We're just gonna want this to be completely shut off. Okay, done, and then hit test, and I'm gonna hit play to see how that works. It should be filled in with dummies right now. Ooh, it's gonna go very fast in here indeed. Look at that. Oh gosh. does it go all the way up? Yeah, it makes it quite fast, to be honest. And then does it come out of here? Yay. That is amazing. That is really amazing. Okay, I would technically make this a little slower now, but it fulfills what I wanted to do here with the tutorial. It's all fine. So the last bit I'm gonna do, obviously to connect that, you're just gonna, you're just gonna go to either the path, or you just click on connect the path, then it will give you the option, and then you just build down the path as you go. I'm gonna make like a shapy path down here. Don't you worry. I'm gonna bring this all the way down to the ground. There you go. And we can also make this curve. Why not? Curve might be better. And then we bring it's gonna be hilarious. And we're gonna bring this all the way down. Hello, stop doing this. There you go. Connect this. This obviously looks very odd, but one cool thing about this game is you can now adjust the terrain, make the intensity higher, and just make the terrain go closer to your pathway. You don't need to care about this that much more anymore, because the game allows you to get closer to it, so it looks a lot more realistic once you get this. If I would have made this steeper, by the way, this would actually look a lot more realistic. So because then it would create some extra stairs, but maybe we want to have this weird incline, how people can go up here. So look, that's done. And I mean, now how to build scenery and the terrain. I don't need to do a tutorial on that. And you have seen that either, or you've been with me for over 2 hours now, so you know exactly how this works. So there's a raft. This is done. The entrance is done. And now you can say, wonderful, it's done. I'm going to click on this one and open it. You have basically built your very first own flume. Now, I just wanted to quickly test if this works over here too. So we're going to go to the flumes again, and we're going to build, oops, I don't want the custom one, and I want to build the body flume, whatever. Build this one, go to platforms. You've got a different couple starting platforms. I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to plop this here, and then you can just go and start like this and bring the whole thing. You have also different elements, as you can see. This is the loop I was talking about, the loop right, loop left, figure 8 loop, oh my god, why are they so, oh my god. Do I need to start very much up here? Let's have a look. Can I start with the loop already? Oh, that works. Okay, fantastic job. By the way, one last thing, because I didn't talk about that, but just let's undo this. And in the settings, you basically go to auto tunnel and you say 3 meters. Because now you will see it's the same. I'm doing the same thing again, but well, wait, hold on. Do I need to go one less? Let's do this. I'm gonna get rid of those 2. Now I set auto tunnel to 3 meters. Okay, and I'll click again. Okay, that seems to be a little bug. Usually what it does, and I'm going to do this with a normal track so you can see what happens. If you press auto tunnel, which is now activated, you can then get rid of the terrain over here, as you can see. Now as the terrain is gone, we can have our loop in. It should do this itself though, but it seems to not do it. Anyways, I want to just say done. And now the entrance, yeah, exactly. So the cool bit is now, this is actually connected to this entrance. So you don't need to put yourself like, you can just go in here. And as soon as the slide is tested, you can basically get people on this. I'm going to quickly put this in a thing that we haven't talked about. And this is very important as well, because there's also a different way to basically end your flume, and we're going to do this and bring this all the way over here. It's going to be a very shapy slide, not gonna lie, but for the sake of the tutorial, that should be fine. I'm gonna go around once more so it's not that boring. Oops. And bring it all the way back here. So we're gonna bring this all the way here to the ground. Yeah, we can make one more dip here and then just go straight. And you can also end this whole thing with a piece like this, for example, or that. I'm just going to go back. It seems like we need to go a little bit. There you go. It's slightly up on the ground right now, but it doesn't matter. You can also rotate this if you want to find the right spot. So there are several ways to end the flume without going into the pools. You can have a splash zone like this or one like this. I'm going to go for that one, and you're done. So the only thing you need to do then is to connect the path to the rest of the path, because otherwise that doesn't work. You can just easily do it. Well, does it easily connect here? Well, it's not easy. What you can always do is you can, first of all, use the draw tool. I figured that that's the easiest thing to do. And then you just connect this later on. So what I will do is now I'm gonna say straight. And then I'm going to, hold on, I'm gonna draw a bit of a plaza around this thing. There you go. Now this is done, but we want to have like a bit of a bigger plaza, so we're gonna connect this here. Hold on, come on. Yeah, come on, just like so, and so. And this should also allow me to connect. Sometimes it's just snapping weirdly, but here you go. Now this is easily fixed, and now you could try to use the line tool to connect those two. Sometimes it works. Yeah, there you go. And then you've got this lovely little staircase in between. Bit of a tripping hazard, but it's okay. I think I like the way it is. Also, I like how the stairs are a bit different. Not so super straight as always. Quite a big fan of that. Didn't see that often. And then you've got your splash zone over here. You would technically need to get rid of the railing. That's not like we need to do that. You know, let's get rid of the railing and then make that railing go. Okay, fine, that's done. Okay, lovely. We've built that slide. Let's quickly test this to see if everything works. So I'm gonna quickly test this wonderful slide as well. Shooting the buddies in here on the testing thing. It's like this corner is obviously deadly, it's lethal, but should be tested right now. Let's open it up. There you go. So as it's open, you will see that people can now go onto these slides. I'm not sure if they will. Sometimes they just don't, because the slides themselves don't have enough prestige. Okay, this one does have a lot of prestige though. What about that one? Maybe the stats are too crazy. Well, no, it's actually, the stats are pretty good. Prestige is also good. So usually people, oh yeah, there you go. They come storming in. I think this one isn't opened. Yeah, there you go. Let's open that one too. And now we're just gonna quickly, before we end this tutorial, you will see they will all go up here. Very nice indeed. Well, that corner is definitely a shortcut. So let's see if they eventually jump up here as well. Yeah, there you can see that. They just somehow beam up there, which is kind of cool. I mean, you could then connect this with like a fake staircase and just make that implied, you know. I think that would be fun. And obviously there's going to be a queue happening right now. Now the gate is open, this person goes up here and goes in. So yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a trick, but it does work, so that is totally fine. Alright, that's been it with the slides. You successfully mastered now how to build slides, and this is where we can go on to the next step in our tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial. If you need more tutorials, check out the mega tutorial or the individual ones I've also uploaded. In any case, if that was helpful, please consider subscribing to support the channel, and I wish you a wonderful day up until the next one. Bye!